Ladies, hello and welcome. Welcome to the world of joy, but it's your joy. I am a leading lady leaving legacies, and so are you, or you wouldn't be here. I'm a seasoned, spirited stylist, and I'm here to share with you a lot of things that are going to benefit you. That I know for sure. Because as someone who works with women who are second act, second chapter, it's all verbiage, regardless of age. We want to have more of the wow factor. I know I do, and I bet you do as well. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So when I say to you, hello, gorgeous, that's exactly what I mean. And I'm going to share with you some tips and some tools and some nuggets that will benefit you. And towards the end here, I'm going to invite you to join and connect with me in Leading Ladies Leaving Legacies and also some of the offerings that I have for you. So, hello, gorgeous. Shall we begin? Of course we can. Let's get you dressed. Now, today, because of this casual mode, it's a whole different ball game. And we're going to speak to that because how you show up, even though there are no rules, it still matters if you are a professional, entrepreneurial, or corporate. It really doesn't matter. And for many women of a certain age, and these are the women that I work with, this notion of power, success, and owning the stage, well, it's as foreign to them as I don't know what. Let me share a little story with you before I go forward here. I have a client that I'm working with, and she had said to me in the beginning of our relationship, I was told by my mom, I just had my 55th birthday. And she said, my dear, when you get to be 55, you just hang it up because no one cares. Don't buy into that. That's a lot of malarkey. It's not true. And I want to show you and share with you and support you in the knowing that that's absolutely not true. Now, the other thing is now more than ever, I see Glow there. Hello, Glow. I see now more than ever, you show up with impact. What you want to do in the future because you are being watched. How are you being seen? That's important. It ought to be if you're in leadership, because that's really major. Now, we have all seen Zoom failures. We don't want it to happen to you. Most of us, we think from the waist up because we're working in this box, and we will be working in this box even after the pandemic is over. You don't want any of these mishaps to happen to you. So, what you're going to do is dress like you're going out to be there in person to do whatever you need to do. That's important. It's prime, it's key, and you don't want this to happen. Now, casual. Did I start off sharing with you that casual is very much in the atmosphere? It's prevalent today. There's a lot that we talk about when we get to casual when we're in our workshops. But for now, I just want you to know this is great for a backyard picnic in your home, here, there, and about, but not in a professional setting. I don't care what type of professional setting it is, because we're looking for leaders here. We're looking for peers. We're looking for women who want to rise and soar into their professional leadership role. And this just follows what I said. I'm not going to rest until women in my circle, my group, my community, my tribe, that Native American Indian that's a part of me. I love the word tribe. A lady said to me, I don't know if I like the word tribe. Well, I'm not even attempting to be politically correct anymore. I'm saying I'm not going to rest until women today take more pride in how they show up and show up as the best of themselves, which means that you want to make sure that your look gives you that look that you will be self-confident in, give you the self-love that you're seeking. Now, my ladies, I have produced runway shows for high-end retailers, specialty stores, boutiques. I've owned the stage and captivated audience, and I've never disappointed all over the country. People turn to me for guidance and expertise because that's my arena to dance in, and I love it. Yet, I'm not judgmental, I don't throw shade, and I'm not critical, but I know when it's right. And I want to share with you something that probably has happened to you as we go further here. How do you measure up? These are all the things that we cover in the workshop. Your canvas, your body, your temple, your vessel reveals what you're working with. And your assignment with my support is to love it. You focus on the body shape. Can't get away from it. It's yours, God given. So what we do is work together to show and tell you how to show up as your best self all the time. I always chuckle when I see this beautiful woman because I see beauty everywhere. I see it even here. Yes, determine which parts of your body you want to showcase. Which ones do you want to highlight and present so that you have that memorable, unforgettable, indelible impression that's at this highest vibration? What are your positive features? What are your best assets? These are the things in the workshop, and you have to be ready because I'm not looking for people that you've got to tap dance around gingerly with. These are women who want to be in leadership, and you need to know these things. So we're going to cover all of this, how you take your hip measurements, how you go about it, because a lot of times we kind of bypass that. Your waist, it's a given, but we start at the beginning because I'm starting at the base, the foundation, which is your body shape. And then we go how you measure your shoulders and all of this. These things are not minor, they're major. Your bust. We talk about the two B's and the V. We do that in the workshop because that top B, your breast, that bottom V, your backside, and then that V, well, we know what the V is. That's part of your sexuality, your femininity, your sensuality. But when you're operating at your highest vibration, we don't concentrate on that. We concentrate on a mindset of how you look and project and show up as your best self. Now, here's something that I've discovered, my ladies, over the years that a lot of women are not cognizant of, not aware of, not in touch with. And this is something that I spend a lot of time with you because this matters a lot to you when it comes to fit and the styles that are best for you. So we want to know if you're short or long-waisted. I cannot tell you how many women I've worked with who have no clue, and that's okay. We discover together. What is your canvas? Again, repetitive, but there's a rationale behind here. What are your positive features? What are your best assets? Which areas are the hardest to fit? Don't you want to know more about how to do that? Which part of your body is the largest? Which is the smallest? Short, long-waisted, hips, all of this we cover. And we spend some time with this. We don't tap dance over this. Too many of us have. And you know, this is a masculine rule society that we're in. And that masculinity gene has gone wonky. And too many of us, I'm not criticizing, I'm just telling you what I see, and you see it as well. We've gone much too far over to the dark side because it's like we're walking around in the nude. So what is your body shape? We have the hourglass, we have the inverted triangular or the strawberry, we have the pear, the apple, and the rectangular shape. Your body will be one of the five. There might be some minor changes here and there, but it will be definite, one of the five. And this is what we discover. The apple shape. Most of your weight is through the top, the apple shape. Everybody knows, but I'm going to show you a few apple shapes. The bust line, the undefined waistline, hips, slender, all of that, you'll get to know. And here are just some prime examples. And I want you to keep this at the top of your noodle, the brain. How many different apple shapes are there? How many different shapes of apple are there? That's why I gave you this variation here. Oprah, Jennifer, Tyra, and even in the younger generation, however, and these are all different in our generation here and now, they're all vastly different. Short, tall, petite. My friend said to me, I'm not short, I'm petite. I like that. The pear shape. The pear shape, we all know, I mean, everyone knows Jennifer Lopez, right? God bless her. Don't we love her? Yes, we do. Yet, she's an exception because she spends a lot of time in the gym and doing all the things, and God bless her for that. I wished I had that concentration for that. I don't. Most likely, maybe many of you don't. But if you have the body shape, what we work with the pear body shape is knowing how to adorn. I love the word adorn the body because that's what we're going to be doing. That means at the backside, the thighs and the hips, that's where the concentration is. And I have to tell you, the men, oh, we don't go there. We're not knocking them because most of us have good men, smart men, innate intelligent men on our side. They look for a woman who has all the elements and it's not just her body shape. So this pear shape is good, but if it's not you, that's okay. Kelly Clarkson, most people wouldn't think of her as a pear body shape, but she is. Beyonce, well, everybody knows Beyonce. And Jennifer Lopez, definitely. However you slice and dice it, that's what we have. Now the hourglass, That's the body shape that's prized in Hollywood. And most of us love Hollywood. We love that entertainment business, billion, trillion dollar business. It's a prized and glorified body shape. And so it ought to be. Yet, remember that all bodies are beautiful. And what you're going to learn in the workshops is that regardless to the body shape, you're going to learn how to adorn that in the best way that gives you that self-confidence that you need. That's good for you. So it's a nice bust line, a little teeny tiny in comparison to the bust and the hips, waist. And that's the secret for the hourglass. Very popular body shape. Now, here are the three. Everybody knows. Most everyone. I don't know if everybody applies. Marilyn Monroe, Eva, Kim. But these are the true hourglass body shapes. Now, I said to a friend of mine, I think Kim Kardashian has had a lot of work. And she said, oh, no, 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 no. No, she has not. So who knows? And who cares? I don't. I bet you don't either. But the hourglass body shape is prized in Hollywood. Hollywood likes young, skin, sex. It can go into all the other departments, but that's what they look for. And that is a body shape that's easy to dress and adorn. And in conjunction or aside of comes the rectangular body shape. Happens to be my body shape. It means that there's no big definition between the bust, the waist, and the hips. It's minuscule. It's a freight train. And that being the case, it's prized in the garment industry because they can drape like banjis on this body shape and turn it and make it into whatever they want to because they have a lot of room to play with. So it's a great popular body shape. And Queen Latifah, most people don't think of her, but that's who she is. And she reminds me of an aunt of mine that I'm going to share with you a little bit later, Nicole Kidman and Carmen Diaz. These are all rectangular. No defined definition. It's a great, all body shapes are great when you know how to dress them up where when you need to be, they show up. Now, here's a body shape that's popular on the runway. It's that inverted triangular. What is that? It's that broad shoulders. Do you have broad shoulders? A nice bust line, waist, and then you begin to travel down tiny and thin. It's absolutely massive and demanding on the runway. And that's why when you see, who are you looking at? Renee, maybe people would not think, but Cindy and Naomi, even though their generation somewhat has passed, they will always be classic and iconic because they are the typical inverted triangular or the strawberry body shape. Now let's talk about style. What's your style? Don't you want to know? Don't you want to know? And don't you want to have more of a clue about what's really best for you? It's fun. There are, for me, everybody's different. But I'm telling you, I've been at this, when I say seasoned, spirited stylist, that's exactly what I mean. I've been at this for a while. There are a lot of different styles, but there are 5 major ones. And you're going to be under one of those umbrellas. Casual, sporty, and natural, I put them all together. Because in my humble opinion, that's what they are. So how do you know if you're natural? We're going to cover all of these things that I have listed here in our workshops. Because casual is in today, and it's not going anywhere. But your assignment, with my support, is to know how to make it work in the professional business realm for you. And you can still do that in a way that's attractive. Classic. It's never about me. It's always about you. And when you are good at what you do, you excel in your style and you support others to excel, rise, climb, and soar into their style, whatever it is. This is mine, classic, but I love working with women who are edgy, who are dramatic, because that's a style too that can work. But classic means that it's timeless, it's ongoing. It works for me, it might not work for you, and that's what we discover. And everyone, most everyone, I like that expression, everyone, but the truth is, it's seldom everyone. I was about to say everyone knows Michelle Obama. The prayer is that they do, but most likely a lot don't. But here we have Jackie Kennedy Onassis. she was a true classic. And even though it's a generation long gone, still remembered, iconic in so many ways. And the German chancellor used to be. So classic is still, doesn't mean it has to be yours. Don't let anybody sell you into that or promote you into that realm. Whatever yours is, it's yours. And your assignment is to make sure that it's indelible to you with your signature, not someone else's. Romantic. I love romantic. I had my co-moderator say to me, well, I think romantic can be for the elder too. It can be for anyone, but predominantly it's for the younger generation. As you mature, if that's the realm that you're in, you will find elements of the romantic to add into your major category. But the romantic is soft and flowy and ruffles and silks and light and prints and all of that. It's not a very, it can be elegant, but it's not a very sophisticated category. But you can make it so if that's what you like. So just keep that and bear that in mind. Prints, flowy things, drapey things, that's what it is. It happens to be, I love them all, but this is not one of mine because that's not me. But that doesn't mean it's not you. That's what I want you to be thinking about. All the different style tips that we share. And here it goes into a different realm, but it's still romantic. Chic. Chic is just what it is. It's derived from French. It's skills and elegance combined. It defines a woman who is smart and stylish most 24/7 of the time. Chic is a word that describes a person who is fashionable, not necessarily a fashionista. There's a big, big difference. But they are driven to wear the latest and the hottest looks. But yet, when it's chic, it means that it's pulled together in the right way. It fits to the T, that individual, that soul. Chic. Just some prime examples. There's so many ways to play with all of these. And this is a word I want to leave you with. I want you to learn to be playful. Step into your brilliance and your own sense of self-love and confidence, because that's what style, not fashion, that's what style ought to offer you. Chic. Now we have a sporty casual chic here, and then we have a somewhat dress casual here. They're both casual, but different. Your assignment with my support is to learn which one fits you. And depending on your occasion or event, which one is best for you. I had to put this in because this is one of my favorites. And it's a joke. And I hope you're smiling. Because dramatic is not what most people think. You're confident and you like to show some authority. You like being memorable and unforgettable. You have a dramatic personality and you like color and style and all of that. You're confident and sophisticated. You're glamorous and you're alluring. Now, this is exaggerated just to make that point. And dramatic also means that you like bold color, prints, design. It's part of that confidence and that sophistication. And there's so many ways that you can do that. And your assignment is to find out what dramatic fits you best. And by the way, each of these categories can have a sub. You can be chic and dramatic. You can be classic and dramatic. It's one of my categories. If you like flowy, drapey, gliding things around and about your body. So don't misconstrue what dramatic means. Now let's get to color. Color is important. But before I do that, let me go here and just mention something to you and stay here with dramatic for a second. I want to share a little story with you. Style is individual and indelible to the person. I want to give you an example of an aunt, a favorite aunt. I mean, I have so many. My Aunt Velma. My Aunt Velma was a true freight train and a rectangular body shape. She was almost 6'4". She was about 230 pounds. But let me tell you about Aunt Velma. She, back in the day, way back in the day, Aunt Velma knew how to dress her body shape. She was a seamstress. She loved slacks, tailored straight leg slacks and trousers. But you know what she did way before it became popular? She would throw that sweater or that cardigan over her shoulder or around her waist, and she would wear like jewelry that was long, that would elongate because she had a short neck. And she just knew how to pull herself together back in the day. And that knowing is major. And she loved color. And that's why before I went to color, I wanted to share Aunt Velma with you because Aunt Velma loved to dress. And when she sauteed and sashayed into a room, she demanded attention. Not because she was tall and because she just looked so good and she had an inviting presence. She was charming in that way. Color. Color, the psychology of color never ends and is ongoing. Don't you love this picture? There's every shade of the light pastel colors imaginable. I want you to be thinking about the seasons of colors. And sometimes we use seasons, sometimes we use gems. Not to misconstrue or mix it up for you. We discover and go into this big time because color is major when you're building your wardrobe. The 5 power colors. Most of us have 3 to 5 colors that we build our wardrobe around. And every woman, regardless to your color palette, you will have or ought to have, and I pray that you will have with my support, these 5 colors, your shade, your gradation in your wardrobe. It's really prime that you do. And once you get the right shade, I want to share this red story with you. I love stories, don't you? When my first year at the Fashion Institute of Technology, one of my instructors came over to me and invited me to this fashion dinner gala. And I did what I was programmed and taught to do. I went out and I was so excited. You know, here I am, a young girl in this fashion school, attempting to learn, starting off as a fashion designer. Later, I segued into fashion buying and merchandising because I was told about that. But this lady said, please join us. You'll gather a lot of information. I love what you offer and the potential for you. And I think you get a lot out of it. I ran out and I bought everything new. I bought everything new, head to toe, top to bottom, hair to shoes. And I bought a red dress, a bright Santa Claus red dress. Oh my goodness. I didn't know. I had no clue. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know. Have you ever experienced that? I bet you have. Sometimes you need, not sometimes, we need people who are close in our tribe circle group to share with us what they know. I thought I looked great when I was twirling in that mirror, 3-way mirror. The dress was pretty, the color was pretty, but I didn't know then. Those double doors opened at that big fashion gala, and here I am in my red. And as soon as those doors open, have you ever felt like this? Oh, this is what I want to take you away from because you don't have to wait forever and ever to discover this. I just knew that I was just all wrong. And when I tell you I felt like a country bumpkin, I did. And my instructor came over and she grabbed me and she said, Joy, don't worry, it's okay. I saw your expression because my face is very expressive. She said, we'll work through this and I'm going to share with you a lot that you will learn over time about style. And she said that verbatim, about style, not about fashion. So I just want you to bear in mind these 5 colors, they're yours. But your assignment is to find out with my support which shade, gradation, hue, tone is best for you. Black. Black is a color that we talk about a lot in the workshop because there's a lot of misconstrued information out there about black. I'm not going to go into it here, but I want you to be thinking about black and how it fits and computes for you. A lot of women cannot wear black up close to the face. There's a reason for that, and we talk about that. And it's not just Caucasian women, a lot of Black women, ethnic women as well. And we'll talk about that a lot in the workshop, if that happens to be. I've got gray hair, but I really want to be all one color. You might not be there yet, but I tell you, when it comes, you have to find a way. Or you don't have to do anything, but the prayer is that you will find a way to upgrade and do what you need to do. So now I'm thinking, and I'm pondering, if I'm on the outside looking in here, you should be curious and you should be pondering, what is my body shape? Do you want to know more about it? Or are you absolutely certain that you know everything about it? I'm hoping you're asking it, what is my best color palette? And how do I stand out? Do I leave a memorable impression? People might not remember my name, but they remember something about me that's at its highest vibration, not kicking me down. And what's my best new outfit? These are the things that you ought to be considering. Now, There's no question that everybody wants to be comfortable, and no one wants to be tired, outdated, and frumpy. I don't know of anyone like that, and I know you don't know either. Now, I have designed the Joy Code just for you. And the Joy Code is much more impactful and involved than just the name. It's all about balance, harmony, and grace. And if you're really into leadership, you want to embrace this. And let me share this with you too. This is another, don't we have a lot of friends? Don't we love our friends? This friend sent me this quote and I posted it. And I love this quote. And I want you to think about this before I move forward here. This quote said, "We only live once." And then it had in big, big words with a humongous question mark. Wrong! Exclamation mark, really. "We only die once. We live every day." Take that in, take the profundity of that, because we don't have time, I don't care what generation you're in, to waste, especially now, and especially for women. We are here to rise, to climb, and to soar into our zone of genius and our greatness, and into our leadership, because the universe is calling for you. Now, your style now. I have put together 2 price points for you, both gold and platinum, both for 3 weeks with the same bonuses, only the platinum includes one-to-one sessions tailored to your personality and your lifestyle. Major, really major. Now, bonus 1 in the gold. A featured guest on Leading Ladies Leaving Legacies or Biz to Biz with me. Normally it's $198 and it includes the video, the audio, and a lot more, posters and so on. It's worth the investment. Plus, I spend time with you, bonus 2, to boost your biz, your interview, to show you interviewing tips. You go beyond the interview so that you know how to show up, shine, sparkle, and glow. We cover body shape, fashion, preferences, color, and much more in the 3 weeks. And I'm offering you the one payment of $997 plus 30% early bird special. You pay only $698. Believe me, today with this pandemic and everything crazy, I'm attempting in every way to give you the best values ever, or 3 payments of $349. Early bird special until August 11th only, 30% off. Now, what I want you to be aware of is that your signature style and how you show up even today, don't deny your presence, showing up as confident as it can be all the time and everywhere. The platinum, all of the information that I just shared, except that in the gold package, you get more personalized attention one-on-one with me, which is priceless. The value here, $2,500. I'm just throwing the price up there because I priced it out, but I gave lowball bottom of the barrel prices when it's much more than that. If you have an interest and you want more individualized attention and you want to know for certain, with certainty, what's best for you, that's what I'm going to offer you. One payment, because I'm taking the 30% off, $1,598, or 3 payments of $533. And this special early bird pricing will end. I want you to go to the link and look to the link. And your next step is to purchase, because this is a once in a lifetime type of opportunity, because as we move out of this madness, my prices will be going up, but it's not about the prices. It's about my sharing with you what I know that you know for sure. You are in leadership. I'm ready for you to allow, and you are ready, or you wouldn't be here tuning in, your brilliance and your greatness to shine and to show up, because the universe is calling for you and you only. It needs your wisdom and your knowing. And when you show up, you want to show up with an indelible, memorable, unforgettable presence that speaks to your expertise and your knowledge and your knowing. So this early bird pricing will finish on August the 11th. And yet you have time to peruse and go through this and make sure that you sign up, because I deliver. And what I want you to do is just make sure that you are in sync with all of the things that we talked about here, your body shape, your color palette. And I want to leave you with this before you go here. Have you gone to go shopping and you went to the department store, you purchased a beautiful outfit, whatever it was, and you wore it? And something about it maybe was amiss, because when you went back to do and wear it for the second time, maybe the third time, something was wrong. Something went awry there. The style, the color, the fabric, the fit, the feeling, something wasn't right. And you're wasting money. And I want to erase that confusion, anxiety, and doubt. And together we can do that. So don't hesitate. This is your next step. You want to make sure that you click and follow through, and I will see you on the other side. Thank you for being here. I love good company, and I can't wait to meet you one-on-one, eyeball to eyeball. So long for now. Cheers. Okay, let's see. Glow, so nice to see you. I guess she's on you or she's left.
No, I just muted.